Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara Arnold, and tonight I'm going to be channeling a healing for genetic mutations, and also we're going to be teaching about it. So I had done an extensive video on this, but it was a little bit too long. It was over an hour, and Saint Germain was saying, like, simplify it a little bit, because some people are new to spiritual alchemy healing and some people are advanced in it. So this is going to be for both. That's why I'm going to channel through the healing, and also I'll be teaching a little bit about it. So for genetic mutations, this is not a medical replacement. If you have a medical illness or a mental illness, physical or mental, then go see a physician or a licensed medical practitioner. So these videos are for fun, entertainment purposes only. The side effect is you might feel better afterwards. It's very similar to any kind of energy healing that you've ever had. The difference is that we're going right to the root of the issue. And so Saint Germain shows me it's similar to if you had an electrician come into your house and they fix the wires and the plugs, and then one day they said, oh, well, let's go straight to the breaker and change the breaker. So when we do genetic mutations, we're going right to the breaker of the body, and we're telling your subconscious to go to that breaker, to that gene, and transmute it back to love. So gene mutations can happen within our physical body, not just from inheriting it, not just from our genes from our parents or in our DNA, but also they can be disrupted from something in the environment, like all the neurotoxins in the air, pesticides, environmental toxins. And also if you've had like a virus or a bacteria that can disrupt your genes. So if you want to research that, you can, but I'm not going to go into detail because we don't need that for the healing. If you're new to energy healing, it might take you a few times just because you don't have the belief yet. But for those of you who have done several different types of energy work, you might find this one a lot faster. And today we're going to be doing one for the common gene mutations for different cancers. So if you do not have any cancer, this could be for your future self, like maybe 10, 20 years down the road. If you do have a disruption in that gene, it's telling your body to put it back to normal, to balance the energy back to love within that gene, so you don't end up developing it down the road. So this one I've chosen today is about cancer because it's so prevalent and a lot of people can relate to it. A lot of people have it in their DNA or within their families. So I've asked ChatGPT to list all of the most common genetic mutations for cancer. I will put it in a file. You can print it off, or I will also write it in the comment section and you can copy and paste it and print it off, or just write it down. So you're going to want to hold it in your hand while we do the treatment. And if you're already doing your own healing, you don't need me to do this healing. You can do it by yourself with the Ascended Masters or whatever spirit guides you work with, or just the universe, God, source energy. You do not need me to channel it for you. You can do your own healing. And for those of you who are new, or anyone who wants me to do the channeling, I will channel the Ascended Masters. All you need to do is hold the piece of paper with the vibrational frequency of the words and letters and hold them in your hand, and then your subconscious will know that the vibrational frequency of the words is what we're treating. So the more that we can give the subconscious, the better. So you can research these names, you can look up anything on the internet, you can look at photos of cancer, what it looks like, if you would like your subconscious to know further detail. So the more the subconscious can see or hear or know from the vibration, then it knows what to go and heal. So this is you healing your own self. Why we bring in the universe is because our spiritual body's consciousness is going to transmute dark back to light, fierce back to love, by blending its energies with the universe, or with Saint Germain, or with the Ascended Masters, or with God, whatever name you want to put to it. So some people don't work with Saint Germain, or some people don't work with the Ascended Masters, so you have your own guides, or you channel universal divine love without an identity, without a spirit guide. All of it will work because it's your intention. So your intention is to have the highest healing for your highest good, and you just hold it in your hand. I've got them written down here, and you can do, I'm going to put this down below. So these are the genes and then the chromosome location that it's on. So we're telling the subconscious, so you're going to want to read it. So even if you don't know what this is and what they mean, you can read the letters, because you're telling your subconscious, I want you to go heal this gene and transmute it back to love. This is the chromosome location it's on. That's all you really need to know. You can do more research if you would like, and you can type in, well, what is this gene name? Like the first one's TP53, so you can Google it or ask ChatGPT. Remember, ChatGPT sometimes makes mistakes, so just use your discernment. But these are the list of the ones that are most common. And he also wrote out like what its role is. When I asked ChatGPT, like what goes wrong. And so he wrote it out, and I got him to put it in a chart form. And you can do this with any gene mutation, but I'm going to be doing a few more of these videos. If you want to comment below what topics or what diseases or illnesses that you would like to see for genetic mutations. I was thinking I was going to do some fun ones, not just for illness, but also for maybe aging. That would be a fun one, to tell our bodies to slow down the aging process if you want to look younger. Or we could do ones for insomnia, or like panic attacks. Like we can do, like, it doesn't just have to be an illness, but I will do one on autoimmune diseases and anything else that you guys would like to know about for genetic mutations. Just put it in the comment section below. And we also have a medical intuitive event coming up next month. So if you're going to attend that, you can ask questions there as well about the genetic mutations. So we are going right to the root of the problem. And not all illnesses have a genetic mutation, but if there is one there, then I treat it. So how do I figure out what gene to treat? Is I just look it up. So I Google or ask ChatGPT, list all of the genetic mutations for, say, autoimmune disease, and then he lists them all, and then I muscle test and see which ones resonate with me, which ones are not balanced in myself. So if you don't muscle test, don't worry about it. You don't need to muscle test. You can just treat them all. So for these ones, you could just treat like 3 a day. You just lay there with a piece of paper, and if you're receiving healing from me, you just say that you're open to receiving, and the Ascended Masters will channel through, and you can just put the intention that you want to balance the first 3, and then maybe wait 24 hours and do the next 3, and then the next 3 until they're done. So if you don't muscle test, you don't need to know what ones you're weak on or you're imbalanced on. You can just treat them all. Your body's only going to heal what is imbalanced in yourself. So some of them you might not feel anything if it doesn't apply to you. Usually you won't have all of them, but these are the most common ones. For cancer, you can also use like a pendulum. So you could just ask like each one, like, do I have an imbalance in this first one's TP53, 3. Your brain knows what type of mutation. That's why I said you don't have to know the type of mutation. Your brain's just going to go and balance it for your highest good. All you have to believe is that everything is frequency. Everything is energy. So every cell in your body is vibration. If you believe everything is vibration, you will be able to transmute it easily. If you don't have that belief, I would do some EFT tapping or some, however you change your beliefs, and align with the belief that everything is frequency. If everything is frequency, you can change all frequencies, and you have the power to change it within yourself. So even if you don't believe the healing will work, that's going to override your ego, and it's going to go to your subconscious. Your subconscious knows how to go and balance the energy in your body. It's only changing the frequency. So it's our perception of where it's vibrating now. If there was a genetic mutation, it's the frequency is off balance. So your subconscious says, okay, we'll just tell it to balance itself, and then it balances itself, and then you feel better. Have fun with this. Don't get stressed about it. What you'll feel during the healing is your body will shake and move. It might twist or contort a bit. You might feel pressure in your root chakra. If you feel pressure in your root chakra, then visualize like spinning light going up from that root chakra all the way up your body, because it's like the energy that we use to create is in the sacral chakra, and so you'll feel pressure in that root chakra and sacral chakra area. If you feel that pressure, it's your spirit guides or God, source energy telling you need to move that energy. So you just visualize it moving, and it'll move through the body. So like I just visualize it as a spinning light going up my body, and then it releases the pressure. So it just moves up. You can bring in the violet flame. You can command your higher self or Saint Germain, bring in the violet flame. You're going to want to use the word command in order to create your reality. So when you use the word command, you evoke the God within you to create your reality. So you would do a grounding, and when we go to do the healing, I will ground us, and then I will channel through the light code frequencies that your spirit can receive in order to transmute this back to love. So it's your spiritual body working with your physical body, mental body, emotional body to balance the energy. So if there's an emotional layer, a physical layer, a mental layer, we're telling it all to transmute back to love. The Ascended Masters channel through divine light code frequencies so that the subconscious and the physical body can transmute it instantly. So it's a dance with the universe. This is all spiritual alchemy is a dance with the universe and empowering you to heal yourself. So it's meant to be fun. If you are new to this, if you have fear, you'll feel them pull back. So if you have a little bit of fear, so say that you're doing one and you feel a little bit of uncomfortableness and it startles you, they'll pull back, and you'll feel them leave, because they're not going to do any kind of healing if you have fear, because you're in a vibration of third dimension. So in order to bring them back, just let go of the fear, call them back in, and they'll start continuing to heal. You might feel coughing, yawning, you might feel tingling, pressure, you might feel heat or cold. It's very similar to any type of energy healing, but they tend to shake the body and lift the body quite a bit. So don't be afraid of that. That is God working through you. And so sometimes with these genetic mutations, they're like shaking because it's the vibration to change the gene. Like you have genes in every cell in your body. So it's like transmuting it back to love. It can't do any harm because it's your own body healing itself. So it's like your subconscious isn't going to cause you any harm. If you believe that it can cause harm, they're going to pull back. because they're going to say, oh, that took you to the third dimension. You're afraid of the healing, so we're not coming in. So if you don't feel anything, just check in. Am I having any fears? These treatments usually take a couple minutes, like maybe 3-4 minutes. Sometimes it'll go a little bit longer. I find it works a lot better when I say I surrender. So I'll speak out loud while I'm channeling the light code frequencies of what I normally do and what I normally say in order to have it balanced. And so tonight we're gonna start with the Cancer ones. And we're going to get started right now. If you want to do this later, you can just pause it and then watch it later, or you can join us and or do the healing yourself. You don't need, like I said, you don't need me to channel for you if you already channel the Ascended Masters or God, Source Energy. So in order to prepare yourself for this, all you need is to make sure you have some water. And also, like if you haven't eaten, you might want to have a little bit of something to eat just so your sugar's not low. It takes a lot of energy, so make sure you're rested before you do these. And then hydration. So they use the water as a conductor. So you need to be hydrated just like any other kind of energy healing. So, you know, making sure you have enough salt and nutrients in your body. Anytime you want them to stop, you just command that they pull back and they'll pull back. So I'm going to get started. Thanks for joining us. I will see you at the end of this channeling. I'm going to go into trance. You can get comfortable, just sit back or lay down. You can shut your eyes, you can fall asleep, and just say that you're open to receiving. There's nothing you have to do, so you don't have to try to help, because trying to help blocks the universe from dancing with your spirit. So we're going to command that our spiritual body's consciousness be the most dominant for this healing, and that our physical, mental, emotional body and spiritual body balance for our highest good throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime and past lifetimes. And I will write that in the comment section below as well, so that you know kind of what I say when we do these healings. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Thanks for joining us, and happy healing, everyone. Okay, so we're going to start with a grounding. Visualize tree roots coming out of your feet. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Saint Germain. We welcome you all. Okay, so I have to go deeper into trance, so I'm just going to relax a little bit more. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Four seconds in, 6 seconds out. And just relax your body. Oh yes, welcome. I'm Saint Germain. We welcome you all. We are showing our channel that everyone is able to heal. This is nothing new. You do not have to be a healer in order to receive. We are channeling through the frequencies. You do not have to know how to heal oneself in order to receive. Simply state you're open to receiving and relax, relax. It is only divine light coming through. You are always in charge of what you receive. Command that only the divine light of the highest, for your highest good, come through, and relax, relax, relax. Visualize tree roots coming out of one's feet. You will notice on the bottom of both feet there are new tree roots growing. The bottom of both feet will be covered entirely of tree roots. Jesus will place his hands on top of your foot chakras. If you do not feel comfortable with Jesus, ask another spirit guide or the source energy to ground you and plug you in. It is imperative to have us or the universe assist you in plugging you in stronger to Mother Earth, so that we can connect easier, so that the universe can heal easier, that God can connect easier. When you have assistance from the universe to plug you in stronger, it is that we can connect easier. Visualize Jesus placing his hands on top of your foot chakras and channeling divine light down through your new tree roots all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. In the center of Mother Earth, there is a sun. Wrap your tree roots around Mother Earth's sun and pull the energy up from the sun, up through your tree roots, up through your feet, up through your legs, torso, arms, neck, head, all the way up to the sun in the sky. Pull the energy from the sky, from the sun in the sky, back down to you and through you. And we will put the intention that this energy runs to you and through you for the rest of the day. Now visualize your spiritual body's consciousness as a ball of light floating above your head. And pull this ball of light through the top of your head. This is your spiritual body. Pull it down to the center of your abdomen. Command that your spiritual body's consciousness fully integrate into your abdomen in this timeline on planet Earth, at this date and time on planet Earth, and then explode it from the center of you outwards in all direction. If you were not able to keep up, it is always the intention. Know that it is working. If you do not visualize, know that it is working. It is your intention. You are grounded, you are fully integrated, and you are expanded. You are now ready to receive transmutation, dark back to light, fears back to love within genetic mutations for the common cancers on planet Earth. Tara is holding them in her hand. If you have them printed, or write them down and hold them in your hand as well. Read them prior to doing this so that your subconscious knows the vibrational frequencies of the words and letters that you're treating. Read the gene and the chromosome defect location on the paper. If you are new to this, we would recommend doing not more than 3 at a time. If you were a seasoned energy worker, use your intuition on how many to balance in one session. We will begin. You can repeat watching this for the next few that you treat over the next few days or any time in the future. It does not have to be a certain time frame. You could balance a couple today and then wait a few days and balance more. There is no time limit. It all works the same. We're bringing through light code frequencies to balance the vibrational frequency of these gene mutations. We will begin with TP53 on chromosome 17p13.1. So that you can get used to this vibration, we will state the name of it. Relax, relax, be open to receiving. Allow your physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body to receive. Command that your spiritual body's consciousness now blend with the consciousness of source energy or divine light or creator energy or Saint Germain or the Ascended Masters or God, whatever terminology you would like to use. Command it be so. You can evoke the violet flame simply by stating your higher self, and Saint Germain, evoke the violet flame now. It can be anyone in the universe, whatever your subconscious knows for creator energy, source energy, divine light. It could be the Holy Spirit or an angel. It does not matter. It is all the same frequency of divine light that you are bringing in, but it is based on your belief system. Who do you feel most comfortable with connecting in the universe? Then connect with that. for your highest good. State it is for your highest good and command it. I command my spiritual body's consciousness blend with all of creator energy, all of source energy, divine light, the aspect of God that is perfect health. I command that my spiritual body blend now and dance with the universe. I surrender and I allow the healing to come in throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime and past lifetimes, within my physical body, my mental body, my emotional body, and my spiritual bodies. Now I command this to be so in my reality. I surrender and I relax and I relax. You might feel like humming or moving. If you are feeling nudged to move, this is the universe showing you to begin to move the body, and then you begin the movement and we take over. This is how it works, is you start the frequency and we join you. You command it to be so because you are the co-creator. If you feel an intuition to move the body, Tara is rocking her body because we cannot channel through the frequencies to you without her moving. She must move in order for the frequencies to be channeled through her chakras to you. We are bringing through divine light. Tara is seeing it as yellow, golden, greens, and whites coming through her third eye at this time. You may see colors in your third eye as well, or you may feel sensations in your physical body. Relax, relax, be open to receiving. If you're new to this, you might not feel anything because you will only feel what you're ready for. If I feel something and it scares me, I push the ascended masters away. I push the frequencies away and I cannot heal. But if I am not afraid, then I can receive. And you will notice that as you get comfortable with this and comfortable feeling sensations in the body, you will feel it stronger. If you are new to this, it might take a few times of practice in order to feel comfortable. So do not get frustrated. Do not give up. Relax, relax. Command that your spiritual body's consciousness and your higher self and God, source energy, balance the energy of the vibrational frequency of all the words and letters that you're holding in your hand for your highest good throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime and past lifetimes, in my spiritual body, mental body, emotional body, and physical body. I command this to be so. When you say command, it evokes the God within you to create your reality. Command it to be so, and it will be so. Okay, I'm just going to be quiet while they finish bringing through the light code frequencies. Okay, and then you can each read however many you're going to be treating yourself. So if you're going to be doing 3 today, you would read the next 2. They don't have to be done in any certain order, but the next 2 that are on the list, I would read RB1, gene mutation RB1 at chromosome location 13q14.2. And I would command that to be balanced for my highest good, and I would repeat throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime, past lifetimes, in my spiritual bodies, mental bodies, emotion bodies, and physical bodies, and so it is. And then after I feel that transmute, usually I wait till my body stops moving, and then I do the next one. I can also see them writing in the Akashic records, so sometimes when they do these gene mutations, because it's going like through the DNA, it's going through the ancestral lines, then sometimes I see them writing in the Akashic records because something's being changed. It's just a symbol. They're showing me that something's being changed from the past is all. So you might see that in your third eye. You might see past lifetimes in your third eye. If you're clearing something from a past lifetime, you might just see like a flicker of it, or images. You might see colors, or if you need to stop and drink water, stop and drink water. Okay, so we're going to do the last one. So I would say it out loud again. Gene mutation PIK 3CA at chromosome location 3Q26.32. Okay, and I command that this be balanced, this gene mutation be balanced for my highest good throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities. I command that the vibrational frequency of all the words and letters that I'm holding in my hand be balanced for my highest good in my physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body throughout all time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime, and past lifetimes. And so it is. If you feel the energy slow down, remember just to visualize grounding again. I would ask Jesus to ground me again, and then sometimes you'll feel the energy starting to get strong again. Okay, and then Mother Mary just stepped forward. So some of you might want to call her in or connect with Mother Mary's energy. Okay, so they're pulling back now. So that's how the session works. You can do that yourself, and you can listen to what we just did. So if you go to listen a second time and you're going to do the next three, like the next three on the list of the genes for cancer, the genetic mutations for cancer, then you can just turn down the volume and just receive the frequencies without me talking the whole time. So you don't need to hear my voice, just have it written on a piece of paper and read it. The time, space, dimensions, and realities, consciously, subconsciously, this lifetime, past lifetimes, in my physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. Yeah, so you can do it on your own with the volume down and just say your own thing. You don't have to do everything exactly how I do it, like have your own thing with your spirit guides or with the universe. He's saying like do it your way of how you want to say things or add things. You might want to add some things. So this is how you balance the genetic mutations. I will be doing more videos on this, and I will add a little bit more teaching every time about things that I've learned along the way. So thanks for joining us. Happy healing. And if you have any questions about what we just did, then put it in the comment section below, and we will see you next time. Have a great night.